Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to an episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator. We are, our fields are ready to harvest right now. We got some soybean on them, ready to go. But we also took a contract up here to kind of help pay for the harvester, to be perfectly honest. We wanted to pay for that harvester quite a bit. So by renting the harvester, coming up here and harvesting this field up here, I'm hoping that we make some money off of, you kind of basically pay for the rental of the harvester. Then when we go back and harvest our own fields, we effectively are just making pure profit at that point. So that's the plan. That's the goal. We'll find out. I am using a worker currently to do the harvesting on field number 8 up here, which is the biggest field. But I think even with the cost of the worker, we're still going to make some money off it. We'll find out. We'll see if it all adds up the way I'm hoping it adds up, and see if we make some money off of this whole deal. We're currently just driving our tractor up here to unload the harvester. It is currently a bit full. Patterson stockyards. We've got like an incredibly oversized harvester. Like, it is a massive harvester up here, but I think it's going to be worth our while. And I still don't remember if it's worth the investment to bale the hay up here. I can't remember if we can make the money off of it or not. I want to say if we put the investment in, we're actually allowed to make money off of the hay baling. We'll find out. You know what? Why not? What else we got to do? Let's just do that. I don't think we do crop damage, do we? No. Didn't think so. I just want to make sure, because I'm going to be lazy and not actually move this guy. Yeah, we'll go drop this off. I don't even know if it matters where we drop it off at. Is this thing big enough for one tank full? Find out. Where's a good place to drop some barley off? Barley's the second one, right? I always forget. Barley is the second, the one with the wheat's the first. Barley's the one with the lines coming off the end. So barley's actually the very first one. So the best place is the port grain elevator or the central grain elevator, which isn't too bad off either. All right, let's go. Actually, this thing did not fill up. That's pretty good. Port grain elevator is way over there, but central grain elevator is just right next to us. We're gonna go to the central grain elevator. We're gonna drop this load off, and then we'll come back later. I may swap tractors. I may get my little dinky tractor up here with the trailer, and then go use this tractor for baling up some of this hay and see if we can make some money off of that or not. So I'm pretty confident this does not make us any money here. I just don't remember if the hay does. Oh, come over here. Yeah, because obviously that's not making us money, which makes sense. It's not our barley. I wonder if I could have just dumped it out on the side of the grass. Oh, I was like, I was trying to read what I was trying to figure out what that said. It said 7% transported. I was like, what? But transport is part of what we have to do to get credit for the contract. So a little bit extra work. That's why the harvest contracts are worth so much. It's interesting that this did not get the head over here, but I don't think it's a big deal. All right, we're gonna leave you here, and we're gonna go get us a harvester, or not harvester, a baler, which is going to reduce the price if we don't get money for the baling, which I don't remember if we do or not. Let's go get us a baler real quick. Do I want to buy it? I mean, if I'm planning on switching to baling stuff at some point myself, although again, the soybean did turn out better than I thought it was going to. So maybe we don't buy this just yet. Baling technology. I know it's... There it is. It's like it's right in front of my face somewhere. I'm like, can we get like a really big one? Bio balers used to press poplar into bales. Okay, it's not what we're looking for. This is a bale, like a combo bale wrapper thing. Got a big baler here. Some New Holland, which is probably pretty good for us. We've actually got a pretty good tractor though, and we get a lot of these These are, does it say if it's circular or square? I don't see what it says right there. I mean, I'm tempted to just buy whatever gets us that needs the most horsepower, because I'm assuming that that's going to be like the best. These are all 12 mile per hour. These are 12 mile per hour. Is 12 mile per hour the fastest we can go? Yeah. I usually get this one, I think, right? Yeah. I'm tempted to get one of these other ones, though. Just, why not? Try something different. This came in with one of the download packs that I got, so I'm kind of leaning towards that because why not? I mean, I just paid for it, so. I really don't. This looks like this does square, which is fine. Yeah, why not? We need a big, powerful tractor, and we got a pretty good tractor. It's going to cost us 8,000 bucks to lease this, but if we do make any money off of it, then it might be worth it in the long run. Go, harvester, go. We are going to have to bring our other tractor out here to get the harvester thing in a second, but let's go pick this up first. We got a lot of stuff to do on this big old massive field. And again, we may not make any money off of this, which if we don't, if we don't, we don't. It's worth a shot. I mean, the only way we're going to know if it works is if we try it, right? Helper I is nearly full grain tank. Let's pull over to the side of the road real quick. We'll bring our other tractor up to get ready to haul that off. Let's see, you need to detach. Oh no, sorry. It was detached. We just need the tractor itself. We don't even need trailer. This trailer's already up there. Go, go, go. Alright, we'll go up this road up here to the right, can't we? I mean, I could go swap out the tires, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I mean, in practice it probably would matter, but I don't think in actual fact it will make a difference. I mean, these contracts, I think these contracts are definitely the way to go. I mean, they're making us, we made more money off the contracts than anything. That being said, obviously, if we had enough money to buy the field ourselves, then we'd make even more money. So the contracts are very lucrative, but not as lucrative as owning the field yourself, I think, when it comes right down to it. So, because I can make 28,000 bucks off my 2 fields, and I'm only making 25,000 bucks off this one massive field. So obviously, we're not making near as much money, but it's still worth our time and effort at the moment because we can't afford the field anyway. So. I don't think I'm going to bother filling up or taking the trailer over right now, though. I'm going to get it filled up, or partly filled up, obviously, and then we'll just pull it off to the side, let the harvester continue doing its thing, and then we'll come back and we'll drop it off once we get it closer to 100%. If we can get if we have time to get a second field in, which I don't know if we're going to, but if we have time to get a second field in of a contract before we do our own field, then we're definitely going to be well off in the profit side of things compared to what it's costing us to rent the equipment, even the expensive equipment here. I mean, I could give me a bigger trailer to be able to hold more stuff, but this one holds pretty good. I mean, it holds more than a massive harvester's worth of stuff, which is pretty awesome. Man, if we can double dip on making some money off the hay bales too, which again I don't remember. I feel like I used to know, but I just don't remember. If we can double dip, then no, man, this is so worth it. I mean, to me, it feels like if that wasn't part of what they asked me to do originally, and I go ahead and do the trouble of doing it, I should at least get part of the money, right? Even if I have to split some of it with them, I should at least get something. Landed on the ground. We don't have to pull this all the way off. We just leave it right here. Might as well close cover. Just RP. Let's go get our hay bale thingamajigger. Out of my way, car. I got you, I got you, I got you. Alright, sorry. No, this tractor is almost halfway on the maintenance side of things. This is definitely our most used tractor. 6.6 hours. Goodness. That's a lot. Probably what I do is I'll probably just do a pass of the field and then pick up all that hay and go haul it off and see how if we get anything for it. Because after one pass we haven't gotten any money for it, then it's not going to be worth doing after that. It's a massive hay baler. I know I could have gone cheaper, but I just want to do the expensive one. Why not? I think this tractor's powerful. What the hell with it? It said 240. I think this is a 300 horsepower tractor. I think. I could be wrong. Could be misremembering. This is a big old baler, though. Oh, come on, tractor. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, this thing is so heavy. Oh, it's hilarious. Let's see if anybody was behind me. I mean, with time going slower, I think we're still going to have to pay more than an hour's worth of the lease of the equipment. But I think we'll have time to do... Definitely have time to finish 8 and then do our field, that's for sure. Because we're in the early stages of our own field. Whether or not we have other contracts available is the big question. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Alright, unfold. Lower pickup. Turn on baler. I know I don't have access to the land. Is this not going to let me do it at all? Nope. Okay. That's unfortunate. I was hoping it would, though. Well, I mean, that cost us some money, but it was an experiment. At least for now we know. I mean, presumably this person's going to have a baling job here in a little bit. But that's okay. What was it I used to do, though? There was something that I used to do when I did contracts to take advantage of, like, kind of double dipping stuff. Was it the fact that I could use their equipment to do my own fields before I returned the contract? Maybe that's what it was. I don't remember. Can we, just because I don't want to mess with it, can I just return this? I forget if I can or not. Well, I mean, it's 8,000 bucks we spent for no reason, but, you know, what you gonna do? Can I can reset it, but I can't necessarily return it, can I? I mean, I guess I could reset my own vehicle, can't I? I don't think it costs me anything, does it? Oh, what did I just reset? I might have reset the wrong thing. No, I still got my stuff up here. I reset something else. Or maybe I just didn't have anything selected and didn't reset anything. Alright, let's see. This just cost me money. I'm at 70. What am I at? 74,439? I just want to see if this cost me anything. Oh, some use. Okay. $74,440. Okay, no, that's just the worker price. I was gonna say it's down less. It's down, but it's. I think that's just the worker price of why it's down. All right, well then we can just do this. Save me some time having to drive over here. On the one hand, maybe not realistic. On the other hand, do you guys really need to see me drive this all the way back over here? Is that really what you're here for? Watch me drive this down the road? All right, like I said, we wasted some money on it, unfortunately. Unless there's a contract for Baling right now, which as soon as we finish the current contract, we can go do. There's a couple contracts for Baling, but we can't take them at the same time, right? Yeah, wish we could take more than one. All is well. And now we know. Spend 8,000 bucks just to find out something. I'm sure I tried that in the last playthrough, but it's been so long since that playthrough, I just couldn't remember. And I didn't even mind if I didn't get, like, full credit for the bailing of the stuff. I was just like, hey, maybe if I take this, I'll get partial credit and, you know, make a little bit of money on the side while we're doing this other bit, you know. I know that they're going to ask me to bail that field here in a little bit, but I don't want to hold on to that baler for that long, to be honest. So we're going to go back over here and grab you to go. Come on, get going. To get you over here to drain this guy. Probably should bring my better tractor over here in a minute. Such a big field. I know I say that every time I work on it, but man, it's so big. 20 minutes later, we finally made it to the harvester. Since we don't get any money for, you know, dropping the stuff off anyway, we're just going to take it to wherever we can. Actually, it might have even been the contract that it tells you where to have to take it. Let's see. Does it say in the contract? Oh, it does say Central Grain Elevator. There you go. We're only 16% of the way through this field now. So big. This thing holds 21,000. That's pretty good for this little trailer. It's not really a massive trailer. Pretty happy with this purchase for sure. It's more than enough for our own field, and it's definitely enough for, you know, yeah, don't get me wrong, a bigger trailer would be like even more efficient. But honestly, if we had a really big trailer, if this was our field and we had that kind of money, I'd probably have more than one harvester harvesting it right now, just to really totally speed up the time. Goodbye, Barley. You have been good to me. It's gonna be a good contract, even with paying for the worker. It's already back to 80%. That is so fast. Oh, it's partly because I didn't completely empty it out, so that's a fair point. I hadn't thought about that. Just wait for it to finish here in a second. I mean, I could take over the harvesting myself, but I don't know if it's really that big of a deal. I mean, what else am I going to do, though? I mean, what could I do in the process while that's doing that? I mean, my fields are ready to roll, so nothing I can do against my fields. Was really hoping that baling would work, though. Man, I don't know. If the baling had worked, then I could have been doing that while this guy's going back and forth and all the fun stuff. I love how wide this path is. When I do my normal harvester, it's so much more narrow between these baling lines and swaths. Glad the central grain elevator is so close. I mean, this is a very, very quick turnaround. Wish you could have more than one contract at once. That would be pretty awesome. Just give me more stuff to do at the same time. Nope, stop dropping. Go away. I'll go ahead and just drop this off. Got nothing else to do right this second, other than if I wanted to take over the harvesting. Nope, don't crash. Just put me at what, 20% maybe? 25%. That's not bad. 25%, 24 minutes in, because I think we started around 1600, didn't we? Or in that area. I like that this guy's not getting all of it, but I don't think it really matters. So yeah, 20. I think it's been about 1% per minute. So that means what? 100% would be about an hour and 45 minutes into it. And that's just because it's the big field. Some of the smaller fields will go even quicker. Not bad. Hello, train. Bye, train. What do I want to do while we're waiting for that? Again, I wish I could take another contract, but since we can't, I mean, there's no point in getting us another harvester because that's we're going to start losing that profit at that point. I mean, one of the temptations of doing another harvester, would be like if I had my own harvester, it might be tempting to rent a harvester and use my own, kind of double dip to finish some of these fields off even quicker. These really, really big fields. But I just don't know if it's worth. The only reason it would be worth getting another harvester right now would be that I could get to another field quicker, and that would pay for that harvester, and then I'd have 2 harvesters for all the other fields, which means I can just kind of make my way through at least the the big ones, the 25, the 17, the 12, maybe some of the here's a 15. I mean, some of those that would pay for the 2 harvesters. But then it's not really worth it unless one of the harvesters is already mine, because then I'm not paying the regular lease fee. I'm just paying paying off the original purchase. So I don't think that becomes worthwhile. It might have been worthwhile if I had rented 2 smaller harvesters for half the price. I mean, that might have been worth it, because in that point yeah, they don't go as super fast, but maybe between the 2 of them they go faster. Don't know. Could take over the harvesting, which, I mean, I might as well. Save us a little bit of money. Give us something to do while we're chilling. Such a big harvester compared to the other ones I've used. Is there an extra cost for just recruiting somebody, or do you just literally always pay the hourly fee? I hadn't actually paid attention. Is there like if I hit the hire worker button, does it cost me a little bit more money because, in other words, is it actually more economical for me to just leave the worker on this tractor and not do the little gaps in between where I'm taking over for a few minutes here and there? Or is it better to do those little gaps? I actually don't know. This thing harvests really fast. We're not even close to halfway through this field. This field is so incredibly big. I think if I had enough money to buy me a decent harvester, I might do that and then come over here and can I help harvest this field a little bit quicker. I don't think I can take any more loans out, so I can't afford it right now. I mean, once I finish this field, I probably have enough money for it, but once this field's done, I mean, the other fields are... anything after this is smaller, so not as worthwhile. we get up to 90%, I'll switch over to the other tractor. Let the worker finish this part off. Apologies if this is boring. I'm not realizing I'm not talking much. I'm just kind of driving around doing my thing. I guess 90% was too high. We'll stop 85% next time, or 80. That's how quickly this thing fills up. No, I was like, why are you not going? I hadn't quite pulled up enough. Good job, little worker. You've been doing good for me. It's going to take us like 3 passes to finish our own fields with this big old harvester. Alright, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but still, it's not going to take much. It's just kind of funny. Zip over here, empty this thing out, and then maybe take back over on the harvesting again. I almost wish, I mean, I don't actually wish that this was further away, but it's so close that, I mean, I get back and the harvester's not quite done yet. If the harvester was, you know, even a little bit quicker, or this was a little bit further away, it would actually almost time out perfectly where I would just be zipping back and forth. You know, it gives me something to do, and gives me a reason to continue to use the worker the whole time. Even if we don't get a second harvest, contract harvest today on this day, still I think it's going to be a really profitable day for us. We should be well over 100,000 between the contract and selling our own stuff. Oh yeah, we'll be well over 100,000. 33%. Hey, we're 2 minutes faster if you go by the percent per minute thingamajigger. I guess in theory I could just literally keep making trips back and forth. In fact, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to come over here and right alongside it. Because why not? I think the only way this is worthwhile is if you have like multiple tractors ready to roll, like back to back. Okay, I got this one, and then I got another one coming up behind me, ready to do as soon as I'm done. It fills in the spot behind it. And you just an a mode of efficiency at that point. Obviously, I can't do that with without being multiplayer or anything. Oh, no, sorry. Still, that was pretty quick. Not too bad. What are we at? 35, 36, 36%. Go, little harvester, go. Lower, turn on cruise control. Just go. Save us a little bit of money off the worker. Might as well. I think it's amazing how these tractors can go in such a straight line. I mean, I assume that there is some element of truth to that. I mean, one of the most important things you're going to have on your tractor is the ability to basically, like I said, go in a straight line, you know, as much as possible. Like you want your alignment to be almost perfect. Otherwise, you're just weaving all over the place, and that's just not efficient. So I wonder how much it costs them to make sure that these things are as aligned as they possibly can be. I mean, some of that may be the fact, you know, the reasoning behind, especially harvesters like this, where you have the trailing tires turn. Although I'm sure there's more reasons than just that for the reason why the trailing tires are the ones that turn. But if your front tires are, you know, don't turn at all, then they're going to be pretty straight, I would imagine. I think in real life, don't they use like GPS, like navigation, stuff like that, to kind of automate a lot of this? Just connects to the GPS and it kind of knows when to turn around and do stuff. Go, little worker, go. But yeah, I think if this was my own field, I mean, if I could afford this field, I would have enough money to have multiple harvesters by then. Let's really finish this field as quickly as possible. If I had the money right now, I think I would buy a harvester. But, I mean, I'll double check, but I think the cheapest one I can get is 100K. I mean, there's things other than the really dinky one, which I'm not getting the really dinky one. If I could get one of those other ones that are maybe a little bit less good, but still not a bad price, then that might be all right. I mean, I could go harvest my own field real quick and then make some money and be able to get another harvester, but it's just a matter of patience at this point. That'll be next cycle's goal, maybe. I mean, if I am going to use my own harvesters, that does kind of add to the whole don't bother switching to a different type of crop idea, because otherwise then I'm going to be having some issues with just not having the right tool for the job of my own. So I'm putting all of his straw out here. Hey, I can't harvest it, so I don't care. That's a bad attitude, I know. What are you going to do? About 80%. We'll let the worker take over while I go get the tractor, fill this thing up. Go worker. Grab our tractor. Let's go get that. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. While you guys are gone, we'll probably finish up this contract at least. We may come back when it's time to harvest our own field, or we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.